Well, now to the World Cup for career beginners. In Japan, some 1,000 interns from 50 countries have come together to face off at the World Skills Competition. It's like the World Cup for young people just starting their careers, and it's taking place in the city of Numazu. Our reporters are there to see how the German team is holding up.
The clock's running and Dennis and Stefan have 3 hours to complete their next task, getting complicated equipment up and running. They've been practicing this for weeks in their spare time, mechanics, electronics and information technology. Now they're in Japan to demonstrate their skills. But things are not going to plan for the Mechatronicians from the Black Forest. Maybe tightening some more screws will do the trick. 28 competitors from Germany have come to Japan for the World Skills Competition. Back home, they're considered among the best in their field, including Stefan and Dennis. But time's up. The session is over before they've finished the task. Bad luck. Undeterred, Dennis tries to cheer up his partner Stefan.
Well, he's a bit disappointed that we didn't manage to finish the job, but it'll be all right.
Confectioner Johannes is going it alone. He has to create a cake with a special theme. Here he's making flowers from sugar paste. It requires a steady hand and total concentration. In the midst of all the bustle, it's not like back home in Bavaria. He can't afford to be distracted.
I think the most important thing for the winner and those who come first will be whether they've got strong nerves and how quickly they can deal with any setbacks. That's the determining factor in a major competition like this.
Johannes has to demonstrate his nerves of steel. The roof is leaking, a potential disaster when you're working with icing. Workmen have burst into his work area to repair the damage, so Johannes is forced to take a break.
Of course, we're not used to these conditions at home. And on top of that, there's the audience, which makes things really difficult. With sugar and so forth. You shouldn't work with sugar when it's raining.
It's obvious that the competition is taking it out of them. And being in Japan is a completely new experience. The competition location is quite rural, but right now it's almost as busy as if it were in Tokyo. 200,000 visitors have turned up to watch the participants at work. And there are local professionals as well, who are creating minor works of art from marzipan and vegetables. Out of competition, of course.
Japanese noodles.
The food is less artistic here in the canteen, but it is Japanese. For the German participants, the midday break is probably the most important part of the day. It's a chance for them to let off steam and recover their energy to continue in the fight for medals.
Of course, when you take everything into consideration, the setting and all these people who have come here to watch you, of course it's super. So I won't be upset if I don't win a medal, because after all, I've been to Japan and I talked to the Crown Prince.
It's the final stretch for everyone, including Christoph and Laura, landscape gardeners from the Stuttgart area. Their task was to design a garden with a fence and a pool. Even without Laura's father's help, it's almost perfect.
I'd like to give them a hand, although it wasn't or isn't my field. But they're doing a good job.
If it were up to Laura's father, they'd get gold. But there's stiff competition from the Japanese team. Meanwhile, Johannes has finished his cake. Well, are you a happy confectioner?
Yes, but most of all finished. What a relief.
And water hasn't damaged the cake. 1,000 participants have battled it out for 4 days to be the best and the fastest. Now all they can do is wait for the medals to be awarded. And everyone has plenty of reason to celebrate, including the German team. In the end, the German teams managed to take 15 medals back home. Unfortunately, Johannes's cake did not make the grade, but the two landscape gardeners were able to take their place on the podium.
We knew it would be close, but that the results would be not bronze, but that we'd get silver. And coming to Japan, that's really fantastic.
It was an experience that we'll probably never forget. It was simply great.
As for the Mechatronicians, although they didn't win any medals, they're not too disappointed.
We've got some good friends here, and they've helped us to get over it. We're celebrating together to his success.
And that's the mark of a true winner.
An impressive performance indeed. Let's see if the Olympic athletes can match that. Well, coming up next week, we will introduce you to our next social entrepreneur, Harish Handa. Now, he sells solar energy kits in India, 80,000 customers and growing, thanks to affordable credit. A win-win situation for the banks and the local economy. Harish's story next week.